day. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Guys, you got this. Let's win. Where's your courage? Put them in their place. Come on. Keep it up. You're ball.
3rd and 9 here. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll go play action. Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First down, Howell to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Stafford now to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. Pulled in at the 24. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Byron Young from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Howell. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Off play action. It's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Howell down to throw it. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, the Rams had 10-3 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Maher able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Aaron Donald in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Here's Howell. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Inside the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Little bootleg here. Howell. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 2nd and 8. A handoff running left is Gibson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Howell. And it's caught. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. One last shot before the break. Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Powell.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Byron Young
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
Complete to number 4, Curtis Samuel. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Still going inside the 20, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 35, Rams 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And now they're in the hurry up. Here's Stafford.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Stafford now to throw.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Cam Akers.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Washington on 3rd down.
Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Crosby with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But on Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
78 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Stafford. Under pressure and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw is Stafford. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Are they even paying attention?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First and 10 at the 40 gun.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. The solid stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Stafford. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Rams first down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Stafford. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's now 2nd and 19.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
That'll be caught. It's caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Now it's Stafford. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Marr now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
I fell deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they find it out. I be taking straight losses, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping to jump out of oh yeah, my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I'm with the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time.
Yeah.
Now they watching me on prime time.
No question. No question, they wanna see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill him in stride. I love all my haters, they concealing their pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I hit her, still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the fakes, watching the snakes slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock solid, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Got clarity, longevity, like bust and bust. Got too far and it's the starving, this and that's a no-no. If I'm hungry, then I'm hunting, always on the go-go.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time.
I went out and got everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. What was your 2 cents and we was down bad broke and my mama couldn't keep on the light. No cat or no dog, we sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change our life. I was grinding every night. By the ring that I'm just trying to get it. Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo. You ain't with my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch I work the hardest with it. Tongue out like I'm Jordan. Without me chanting my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm stacking this change. It's the reason I'm chasing this rain. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason I'm never gonna change my heart in the game.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there, Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of Mount King, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes feelings are sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Yeah, low-key flattered that they wanna be just like me. They been borrowing a pen, but they ain't writing me. But still forgot I got the drop from your wifey. Yeah, the was in the glove, where the vices be. How you gon' act like we don't know the same? Hey, y'all looking like they in the same clothes, new skin, script, the BBLs in your waist, though. Yeah, like them, we don't waste those. I've been working 25, I need a trip. Used to looking unimportant in the Ville. Caught me creeping, she went and keyed the wheel. Let her keep it, now she driving in that. Ooh, yeah, Chiva, look at desperation. If it's free, there ain't no hesitation. Said we be better with communication. I don't agree, I need to change location. I've been working 25, I need a trip. Used to looking unimportant in the VIP. I don't ever say I'm leaving, I just dip. If you feel away, get up on my yeah. What am I gonna do with 7 bedrooms? Used to trip and make a flip before the rent's due. I don't network, what's my net worth? Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her. Back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her. And yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of foxy mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. Still got her.
with a just put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here, yeah. I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. I'm floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in the pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say,
and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast.